Hello, my name is Mr. Hallam and I'm the current head of Year 7 at Corby Business Academy. And welcome to the episode 1 of the transition videos in preparation for your children joining Corby Business Academy in September. These transition videos aim to support you and your children in preparing them for their next step on their educational journey. So this video we're going to discuss the following areas: uniform and behaviour policy and some transition news regarding things that you need to look out for in the coming weeks in preparation for your children. So first up, over the next 4 weeks we'll be publishing a newsletter and a video to support your child as they begin their journey towards secondary school. Parents, carers and children are likely to have a lot of questions and maybe some anxiety about joining a big new secondary school. And these videos are here to answer some questions that you may have, as well as go through lots of information so you can start in full confidence next year. Each video will accompany a newsletter which breaks down the information into more detail, which will also include school policies, some introduction to key members of staff, and address those frequently asked questions that you may have. I look forward to engaging with you through these videos and through the newsletters. There'll be some information at the end about how you can contact us should you require any more information.
The first area is uniform, and at Corby Business Academy we believe a smart uniform and appearance is very important as a reflection of the high standards we have as a business academy. And students must wear their uniform correctly at all times. Uniforms will be checked daily by their tutor, and if the correct uniform is not adhered to, parents and carers will be contacted to request that replacements are arranged in a timely manner. Heads of year will also escort the students down to the centre of school to provide a replacement for the uniform that is missing or not correct. The Academy uniform is available from Carl Sports based in Kettering and can be ordered online and sent directly to your home. Below are 2 lists for both boys and girls uniform. The majority of the uniform is the same for both, including a name badge on the jumper or blazer, academy tie, a white shirt. Students have the option to have an academy jumper or a blazer. Girls can wear black tailored ankle length school trousers, but must not include fashion or lycra trousers. They can also have a skirt which must be below the knee. Boys have black tailored ankle length trousers. Both should wear black socks or black tights for girls if they are wearing skirts, and should also be wearing polishable on patent black plain school shoes. This does not include trainers, sports shoes or canvas dolly shoes. We also recommend that students have a suitable carrying bag to take their items around school each day.
The next area is behaviour, and at Corby Business Academy we believe in mutual respect between teachers, students and support staff, as we are all part of one team that share the belief that every child can achieve academic success. Our students know that they must follow instructions at the first time of asking, and at Corby Business Academy we give rewards for the right behaviour and take action to remind students of the consequences of making the wrong choices. Corby Business Academy teachers are tough on bad choices because we want to help students become a better person in the long run, and we teach students to break old habits and learn the characteristics of successful adults.
For students to be successful at Corby Business Academy, we expect them to understand that teachers within the academy have the right to teach without disruption, and that students have the right to learn without distraction. We encourage students to be ready, respectful and safe, and believe that students who embed these simple expectations as part of their daily habits are more likely to be successful and achieve their full potential.
As with any school, there is a code of conduct which students must abide by. Students are expected to do the following things: behave in an orderly and self-controlled way, to show respect to members of staff and each other, to follow instructions at the first time of asking, In class, make it possible for all students to learn. Move quietly around the academy. Treat the building and the academy property with respect. To wear the correct uniform at all times. To accept the sanctions when given. And refrain from behaving in a way that brings the academy into disrepute, including outside the academy. Students are expected to understand our behaviours policy, and teachers will use this in lessons if a student is misbehaving or not following instructions. The first is a first reminder. So if a student is misbehaving, not following instructions, a teacher will give them a polite reminder to change their behaviour, or it could result in further sanctions. This could then result in a stage 1 if the student has not followed that first reminder. A stage 1 could mean the student having a one-to-one conversation outside the classroom or being moved seats. If the student continues to misbehave and not follow instructions, they'll be issued a stage 2. A stage 2 will result in a member of the senior leadership team coming to collect the student from the classroom and being removed. They will then be issued an after-school detention which must be sat the following day. A stage 3 is where a student is isolated for the remainder of the day in the academy building. And a stage 4, it could result in a student receiving a fixed term exclusion from the academy building for 1 to 5 days. As part of the transition, we'll be informing you of which tutor group your child has been placed into. This will be done via a text message or an email, or even through our EduLink app, which you've received information to download. Further information will be released in the final episode and a weekly newsletter. Each week of the newsletter and transition video, we will try to introduce different members of the Year 7 tutor team. This way you can find out a little bit more about them before you joining us and meeting us in September. But of course, you'll meet us on that transition day. If you've not already done so, please make sure you have done the following. Completed your application for a bus pass through the Northamptonshire County Council. Order your uniform and the PE kit from Carl Sports. And complete your student questionnaire. The next area of our transition is the Big Read. Each year, the Academy holds a Transition Reading Challenge for new Year 7 students joining the Academy in September. This year, the Academy has been based a challenge around Everything All at Once, which is a collection of poems about 1 week in secondary school where everything seems to happen all at once. Students will be given a copy of the book on their transition day, and students will be encouraged to read all or some of the book and complete some activities based on the book over the summer holidays. Members of staff of Corby Business Academy will be performing a recorded read of some of the poems. And if you have any further questions, do not hesitate to contact the Academy's literacy lead, Miss Bishner, and her details of her email address are on the screen now. And finally, some further information. If you have any questions regarding the transition process or unsure of what you must complete or have returned to the Academy, please ensure you contact us through the Year 7's admissions at corbybusinessacademy.org email address, and we're more than happy to answer any questions or queries which you may have. I look forward to seeing you in future episodes on Transition Day and again in September.